Hi guys, welcome to another YouTube video. My name is Fadila. In today's video, we're going to be discussing studying in Norway. So if you would like to find out how to study in Norway without paying any tuition, studying absolutely free, then I advise you watch this video till the end. Studying in Norway has always been free for the longest of time. Since we know it, it's always been free from like basic primary kindergarten level to like university master's level and upward. Yes, it's free, and not just free for your citizens, it's free for everybody. And I'm not just talking, oh, you have to get a scholarship. No, it's just free. It's just free. So I have gotten a couple of messages, comments, emails, people asking about studying in Norway, and I decided, you know what, today is the day. Today is the day I finally drop a video on this to answer all of your questions. And I've written some points down on my phone, and so just pardon me when I keep looking down. I'm just reading from my phone. Thank you. So first things first, get your laptop, grab your phone, and go to studyinnorway.no and just enter that and just Google search it. And so once the website pops up, then you can browse through the website, check for where you can study or search for what you can study. Try to find the course, try to find the university that has the course you're interested in, and then make sure that as an international student, you are applying to courses that are taught only in English. I'm talking 100% English, because as an international student, you might not be able to be taught in Norwegian, and then most courses are in Norwegian, but you will definitely find courses that are taught in English. I'm studying a course in English. My friends are studying courses in English, so there are lots of courses in English. Just make sure whatever you're applying to is 100% taught in English. And secondly, when you find a course that catches your fancy, please read thoroughly and carefully through the admission requirements. Make sure that you're qualified to study for the course, and then if you have any questions on your qualification, if the requirement is not very clear to you, you can always send an email to the school. I'm not a consultant, I'm not an agent for any school, so you can't come back asking me about questions for a particular school, because I am not on their board. I don't know anything about the school. I only know as much as you do sometimes. So you'd actually have to send an email to the school if some things are unclear to you. So like I said, read through the admission requirements carefully. Make sure that you qualify. Whatever they're asking for, make sure you have it. And then once you've read through the admission requirements, then you qualify for the course. Then next thing is for you to start gathering your documents. As an international student from, say, Ghana, Nigeria, and some other country, I'm not sure of the list off the top of my head, but for Nigerians, I know for a fact that you would have to send your transcripts. Your university has to send your transcripts directly from the school to Norway. Yes, so I did it. And then when I was applying, I applied to about 3 schools. Yeah, you can apply to as many schools as you want because it's free. So I applied to about 3 schools, and I had my university send transcripts to each and every one of those schools. So you actually have to send to 3 schools, and guess what, I got into all 3 schools. And then I can't attend all 3 now, so I ended up just coming to NMBU, which is basically the best choice I ever made anyways. But yeah, so you can apply to as many schools as possible, but the catch is you have to send your transcripts to each and every one of these schools before even being considered. One thing that is worth mentioning is that part of the list of documents you would be uploading during your application is documents of finance. So yes, in Norway, studying in Norway has always been free, like I said earlier, but then you have to show that you're able to fend for yourself. You won't just come into the country and become a destitute. So even though you're not going to be paying any tuition, you have to be paying for your cost of living, and living in Norway is pretty expensive. Yes, so you have to be able to afford to live in Norway. And so they would ask you to document your finances. In my own case, during my time, I used my uncle. What he did was sent me his bank statement showing that he had the least amount they required, and then he wrote a letter of guarantee that yes, he was willing to support my cost of living. So yes, I uploaded that, and trust me, by the time you upload that and you're giving the information, when you're applying for your visa, you have to send that money back to them. I'm sure you must have been hearing of block account, block account, block account. Norway does block account, so you have to send the money to Norway before your visa can be processed. But that is secondary. Let's first talk about how to even get the admission. Okay, so next, please send what is required. When you read through the admission requirements and you read the list of documents that you're required to send in or that you're required to upload, please do not do more or less. Send exactly what they ask for. Don't go and do over savvy. Don't say that and you want to explain to them that your BSc was in English, but you want to do a master's in computer science, and you're not writing the motivational letter that yes, I worked here, I worked there, I worked as a kinikon. It is not going to work. Just send them what they require. If they require a motivational letter, send a motivational letter. If they don't require a motivational letter, just put it in your pocket. Don't send it, because you're just going to be wasting your time. And in fact, that might even disqualify you, because you're not the only one that is applying. There are lots of people that are applying, but who doesn't want to study for free? Don't give them a reason to disqualify you. You have to track your application, and then you have to do this by yourself. I mean, that is what I did. I was tracking my application. So at each point when I sent a document, I'll put a video. I had like an Excel sheet where I was tracking the schools I was applying to. I was tracking the document I had uploaded, what was left, what was not left, you know, just to like track, just to follow up and make sure that okay, fine, I wasn't missing anything. I did not forget anything, because I know a couple of people that were not admitted, and the reason for the denial was because they didn't send some documents, and sincerely, like, they honestly forgot to, like, it probably slips their mind to upload, and they probably even had the documents, but they just forgot to upload it because they were not tracking the application. In their mind, oh, they were done, they had sent everything, but not knowing they missed one. So track your application and be sure that yes, you uploaded everything they asked for, you sent your transcript, you've done everything. To track my application, I created an Excel sheet during my time where I would list the name of the school, the city, the course, and so that way I was able to track my application requirements, I mean the list of documents I needed, and then I had a checklist where I would write submitted or not submitted depending on whether I had submitted or not. And then also, for example, take a look at this transcript of records. When I submitted the student's copy, I stated out here that school we send original because I applied to school to send original, and this is how I was able to track my application to make sure that nothing was slipping through the cracks. And when all of this is done, all well and good, please and please, if you're the religious type, pray. With anything you have to pray. Back your application with prayers, because trust me, the competition is really high, and you're not just the only person. This is you versus hundreds of others for like very few study places. In my class, we're just 7, so imagine study place of just 7 people, and then you have like maybe 100 people applying, so you have to be like the best of the best to like get in. And this is for my own course. Some courses have like larger study places. They might be able to accommodate almost 40 people, 50 people, I mean, depending on the course itself, right? But I'm just saying, so don't do anything that will get you disqualified, because you might have really good results, you might have the best qualification, you might be really qualified for the master's course that you're applying for, but then don't let one stupid mistake be the reason you didn't get it. So I hope these have answered everybody's questions. If you still have any more questions, then drop it in the comment section below. I always try my best to reply everybody, and then I think I'll just keep doing so. But most importantly, I would like to reiterate the fact that I am not an agent, I am not a consultant, I do not speak for these schools, I don't know, I'm not the admission manager or anything. So there are some questions that you'd have to forward to the school themselves. You'd have to send the school an email to find out if some things are very unclear to you. I don't have all of these answers, and so forgive me in advance when I'm referring you, because that's what I end up doing. I always end up referring people to just email the schools for up-to-date information, because I really don't know. So please, before you come asking questions in the comment sections, make sure you actually take your time to read through their website, because applying for a master course and you cannot even read through the website, then come on. So please, before emailing me, email the school first. And then if you feel the need to watch some more videos on other people's experience, then I would suggest you watch Muyiwa's video. Because honestly, that's actually how I even found out about studying in Norway in the first place. I came across Muyiwa's video one time on YouTube, and the rest is history, and now I am here in Norway. So Miwa has a lot of videos on our YouTube channel, basically discussing how to study in Norway for free. So if you're interested in hearing from another person's experience, then I would suggest you check out Miwa's video. I'll drop the link to our video in the description box below. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for staying with me. See you some other time. And please do not forget to drop a comment, like, subscribe, tell a friend. Thank you. Bye.